It's a Windows issues, improv, no script, no rehearsal, no plan. Bring your Windows computer troubles for the crew to blow smoke or ideas your way. Amp up your problem solving skills with rehearse.
Good morning. It's August 23rd, 2024 on a Friday. And I just realized that I forgot Amundo to do this, let's see, snipping tool. And I want to record on Baby Beast, this YouTube channel of my my other YouTube name, DougBetts Pilot at Yahoo, and then hit start so that I can track the commercial. Yeah, and so that started without a commercial.
Tim Tech said hello DougBetts, hello bud.
In the past, it started with a commercial, but I didn't have it up and running at the time. Let's come back over here. So yeah, and hello Tim. I think that was Tim. Yeah, it's Tim. I'm going to come right over here too. What's new? What's new tab came up in Google this morning and on Google Chrome. And before it came up, I noticed something else that I had not seen before. That is, if I come over to any YouTube tab, let's see, is it any YouTube tab? Where is it? No, I have to come to an actual playing video. Up here in the address bar, there's this icon that I haven't noticed before. And I don't know if it's because of the other new things that are here today, but it says, when I get up here and I float the mouse over it, install YouTube. So I'm thinking, is this an app, a YouTube app now available for Windows? I think I've looked before and didn't find an actual dedicated YouTube.
Oh, so I'm gonna check on that. Let's see what voice is audio voice. Figured by winter mute. I did make
some changes to the voices yesterday. I made these so they are all just, I took away those weird voices and just have the ones that have an actual, somewhat believable poison to see how they are. I'm still not very happy with them because they cut off any word that ends with a consonant. It cuts off the consonant. I think it's harder to hear. The problem yesterday when you didn't hear it is I'd actually turned off this voice changer while I was troubleshooting it. And so that was my boo-boo. That was my mistake. That was operator error. There's an issue between, it was an issue from the interface between the chair and the keyboard, except that I'm not using a chair. So yeah, I don't know what about that. Let's go over to a different YouTube so that I don't get the picture-in-picture thing going on. I'm going to try installing that thing that says install YouTube and see what that does. I have not tested this. I don't know what it's going to do. This is live and unscripted. Install app, youtube.com. So, boom, that's already up. Just that quick. So this looks like what we see in the browser tab, yet it's not in a browser. So I'm wondering how this will work differently. I can't do my normal URL for youtube.com/LWTDB. So how about if I just do LWTDB? Will that get me to it? No, they don't offer LWTDB as a search choice. Here we go. That is a different show. I can tell that because it's a different show. Now if I come over here to the show and then pause it, that'll prevent the picture-in-picture from happening. Go back here. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what that's about. I'll play around with it a bit. And the other things that are new, if I come over, let's see, where do I want to go to see this? Where's a safe place to put this? All right, on my topics list. Google Lens. When I move the mouse up into, when I click in the title bar, there's this Google Lens, which is search with Google Lens. Search anything on this page with Google Lens. This page. Well, I'm not at an interesting page. So how about if I go to somewhere else? Let's do msn.com. And then, yeah, I don't want to take us further into politics. Like click in the address bar. There's Google Lens. Continue. And then I have to select something. So I'll just click. Drag to search. I do have to drag. So I'll drag that. And that comes up with some things. So that could be useful for researching somebody's YouTube channel, their profile picture, using that to search a profile picture. Then, so that's Google Lens. And then in the address bar, do an @ symbol. And then Gemini is the one they were specifically suggesting. So address bar, @ symbol, and that gives us these choices. Chat with Gemini. Okay. What is the YouTube app now available from Chrome? Is this like a Chat GPT kind of thing? Chat with Gemini. Generate an image of a futuristic car driving through an old mountain road. So that's what they're saying, is to get an image. Terms and privacy. Yeah, I agree with all of that. Use my this, that, and the other thing. Gemini brings ideas to life. Models that flex to meet your organization's data is private. Yeah, right. Enter a prompt for Gemini. Give me an AI generated picture, picture, of DougBetts. I can't spell nothing right. See what it gives for that. So this YouTube app that you saw me install a little while ago, it really wasn't install, I don't know, was I just bet you maybe that's gonna give YouTube some extra capabilities to detect whether you have an ad blocker on your browser. Yeah, some of you are not gonna want to do that. I promise you, I think. We're working to improve, so it didn't know any pictures for that.
Frosty Winnipeg said nothing is spelt in OTHING.
Nothing is spelled. Oh, I can't spell nothing. He's telling me how to spell nothing. Okay, I get it. All right, I got to come up with something better. Give me a picture of okay. I can't think of anybody famous right now. Al Capone. All right. So whatever use that's going to be. So those are those three things that I just noticed this morning. I had other topics in mind, but I just grabbed those. So I'm going to go catch. Let's see, what should I catch here? Let's go do channel comments, and then we'll go to Brian Lightfoot, the Brian Lightfoot segment of the show. I have a comment here from Josvanth Krefik Sekar. Sorry if I butchered the pronunciation, but I try. Did a comment on the how to upgrade from Windows 10 Home to Windows 10 Pro. So I will give him a thumbs up and a heart and reply with a timestamp to this point in the video. Josvanth, what you want to know about this channel is we're here 6 days a week, myself and the chat room, to answer Windows related questions, computer related questions. We invite people to bring their issues, and we'll give some ideas on what might be a solution to whatever issues you might be having. If you're interested in participating to help with answering other people's questions, we invite you to come around for that. So thank you for that comment on that video. Just fine. Now let's get over to the Brian Lightfoot segment, because I know Brian Lightfoot's got some things in here, and I avoided reading. I saw this. I saw what you did. I don't know what he was doing, whether he's chewing me out about something or this is a joke or whatever. I have not read the rest of it yet. I saw what you did with the photo of the boyfriend and the imagery of the lyrics to the song in the trailer. Okay. And that's what Alice was commenting on, was the comment. There's the picture in the trailer at 21 seconds of the boyfriend. So for those of you who didn't see the trailer is available to you by going to the description of this video. Down here, today's trailer. You can click on that. It'll take you right to that trailer, and you can go see what all the fuss is about. More imagery of lyrics at 8 seconds. Yes. And that is the common misunderstanding of those lyrics. Apparently common. I didn't know about it when it was first brought to my attention. Nice trailer featuring Tom Petty. Tom Petty sing, that was a heartbreaker. Watching him sing, that was a heartbreaker. I'm not sure, does that mean watching him sing breaks the hearts of women who are swooning over him? Or is that breaking Brian Lightfoot's heart? Watching Tom Petty sing, swooning over him? Or is it heartbreak as in can't stand it? I don't know. Mike Wojcik, hello, Jeff Ryman, Brian Lightfoot. So today my boss asked me to pick up 6 cans of Sprite for a meeting. However, am I too hot? I'm bouncing
Brian
into the
Lightfoot
red.
Said Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Oh, that's the name of the band. So there's a thing that's a common on this channel, is Doug just cultural references just goes right over my head. Yep, I missed that. So you got me on that one. I turned down my microphone volume because I was bouncing into the red. My boss asked me to pick up 6 cans of Sprite for a meeting. However, when I returned, I realized that I had picked 7 Up instead. Okay, I got that. A man is not complete until he is married, then he is finished. Speakerbot from DougBot messages. Dennis, respond to your message. In addition to that, this is what I can play. Okay, I'm going to be ready to mute that. Yeah, that is muted. So he can play. This is the official. This is from their official their official site. So that one can play for everybody because that one's not blocked. And what he said over here, I responded to your message. So his response to my reply to his comment should have been brought to my attention in my email, and it was not. So I'm going to have to go look in my. Oh, now where's my tab? Oh, I got to scroll to the top here. Social. If I go to my social tab, I should see his reply. Reply to comment. Maybe it's this one. Yes. On that Monday, I watched the Doug video. Then I clicked on the end card and the music played just fine. Just now, the link you left above is blocked. The end card of the video. So on Monday, he watched my introduction and then he clicked on the end card. Yeah, there was never any question about that. The end card on my introduction, that plays fine for everybody. But prior to people notifying me that that the trailer was blocked, that's when I had the link that I gave Dennis to play, and I gave you guys yesterday. That was the uploaded video to my channel that was a ripoff of that official channel. So that also did not play for Dennis. So thank you for clearing that up, Dennis. Selden Ball, Tim Cruz, Brian, Mike, John. Permanent voice mod? Do you have a permanent voice mod now? No, this is showing clean. You should have me clean right now. There's no permanent. I don't know why you... My voice different? Permanent voice mod 901. I don't think that's still happening. Singing. Okay, so I'll go over here to this. I can click to hear myself. And no, I think that's normal. That's normal. Here's the singing magic boards. And back to clean. So you got me clean. And I gotta go turn off that. Hear myself. 'Cause that's just weird. I don't think you were able to hear that as an echoing. Nobody speaker voiced me that was a problem. Cylon playing the organ. Maybe it was because my volume was too loud back then. And Tim is off Frog Day and Saturday and Sunday. I know, Friday. Fixed it. So did you asking for a voice, and then did that fix it? Was I permanently on another voice at the beginning? That would have happened if I had, maybe I was poking around experimenting with things and I forgot to go back to clean. So you might have had voice at the beginning, but then when you do the exclamation mark voice, that changes my voice, and then the speaker bot command changes it back specifically to clean. So that's probably how you fixed it. Well done. See, every time I see somebody put out this PEBCAC, it throws me because that is a PEB was my mother's initials, and then CAB was my dad's initials. So that was something we commonly use, but this is backwards. CAKPEB. I can't even remember what that is. CAKPEB. CACPEB means something. Now I'm not even remembering what that means. We'll never understand that one. I know it. I know it's a thing. Isn't it backwards? But that doesn't say anything backwards. I'm pulling a total blank on it. Okay, let's try. Can I do? Let's see if I can do that with. Oh, I'll have to come over here to monitor 3, and then come up here to Google Lens, and then drag to search. So I'll just search that. PEBCAC stands for problem. Oh yes, yes. Okay. I even said that out
Brian
loud
Lightfoot
myself.
said problem exists between keyboard and chair.
I beat you to it, Brian. Yes. I knew that was a thing. I just don't use it because I'm not a mean person. I don't use that against my clients. Sometimes they've said it to me. Scrolling through because I've got some other stuff lined up. Did I spell available wrong? Oh, that's right. I couldn't figure out how to spell it. How to spell it? Dennis used Google Lens to translate Spanish into English, in a JPEG into English. Oh, all right. There's not much he does understand when it comes to cultural references. Yeah, Tim, I saw that email. I'm not interested in that. Not even to talk about it. My smartphone had Gemini from the start. Yeah, I've never noticed it before. Congrats on this segment. Tim likes my shirt. Thank you, Tim. You're so kind with those remarks. Jumping through quickly. Started with the voice mod. Yeah, I must have left that on. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and see what else I had earmarked for today. I do have a redirect set up for Carrie's Friday show already. I know that. Let's see, I did that one. Captured from yesterday's chat. Alice, this is the site. It took about an hour to fix the issue. She told us how she fixed her issue with brain fade again. Spotlight. And I might go through that after I catch these other chat messages. Zvi Minor Revo can run portable. Yes, aware of that. But if I suspect, if you have it installed and leave it installed, then every time you install a program, it monitors that installation. So it would be able to do an even better job of uninstalling when you want to uninstall. I have used the portable version. I'm not sure if I think I have installed it, but I don't know that I left it installed or really exercised it very well. Revo includes see also auto run and more. So you can use Revo uninstaller to check on auto runs, whereas the auto runs from sysinternals, see, I remember that name, sysinternals, pretty well because I care about it, but I still sometimes forget it. Auto runs is for C and treatment, auto runs and startup. Yeah, with auto runs, you're only dealing with auto run elements on your computer, whereas Revo does other things, but includes auto runs. So I have heard you, Zavi, and I don't think that I could have told somebody that. John Williams, on a computer I built yesterday, I installed Windows, and since it is a MSI motherboard, it asked if I wanted to install drivers from MSI, so I did it. That was a big mistake. Had to go reinstall Windows. When I first saw this, I thought, John, what happened? What was so bad about it? Well, he answered it later. He answered in response to Londog's question. MSI drivers included lots of junk like Norton. That's why he's saying it was a big mistake. And instead of undoing whatever it did, he just chose to go reinstall Windows. Since it was a fresh install, that was not such a big deal to do. Greg M., be very careful using the purge oldest backup option, as it does that check before each partition is imaged. It may delete a complete previous backup. That is optional. If you don't want it to do that check before the backup, you can remove that check mark. And this is me saying you can deselect the option purge before backup, but beware there's a default choice and a specific definition choice. So I have Macroom Reflect open and available to do that. If you come up here to other tasks, edit defaults and settings, and then go to retention rules, you can remove this check mark for purge before a backup. So then it's going to do the purge after the backup. But that is changing the default, and that's going to affect any backup definitions you create after you make the change here. If you want that change for an existing backup definition, you have to come into that definition and edit it and go to next, and then remove that check mark from that backup definition if you don't want it to be done before the backup. All right, so that's a response to Greg M. He may have already known that. I don't know. I just gave that extra. So then let's go look at this thing that Alice did. to fix Windows Spotlight. Windows Spotlight suddenly stops working. This post provides several possible ways to help you fix Spotlight not working problem in Windows 10. Now she is Windows 10, I'm on Windows 11. Maybe this, since this is specifically for Windows 10 and it was January 22nd of 2024, maybe this is a common problem for Windows 10 and not for Windows 11. Windows Spotlight is a Windows 10 feature, well, it's also available in Windows 11, that downloads beautiful pictures from Bing and displays the images in your Windows 10 computer login lock screen. Now, I have the Spotlight pictures, sort of, but I do it with Bing down here at the bottom. And let's do this thing here, because I actually have the Bing wallpapers installed. And in that event, on the background setting in Windows, it actually has picture selected rather than Spotlight. Instead of pictures, you can have Spotlight selected, which is the actual Spotlight feature. But they come from Bing. So they seem to be the same pictures or similar. So here's fix number 1. And let's look to get a big picture of this. Here's fix number 2. Alice, can you tell us which one of these fixes worked for you? Fix number 3 and fix number 4. So this one looks pretty short. Check for updates. Okay, so that's just Windows Update. This one is running System File Checker, which I've never had that actually fix anything. She says she went through all of the steps in chat. She just put that message in. So she went through all 4 of these fixes. Reset Windows Spotlight with PowerShell. So this is type the following command in PowerShell: get app-x package all users, content delivery manager for each app package, install app manifests, disable development mode, and register, restart your computer. So it sounds like the main thing they're doing here is to register
Frosty Winnipeg
this
said I
option.
used the dynamic theme app for wallpaper background.
I use the dynamic theme app. Is that an app within Windows, or is that some other app?
Read chat please.
I see your comment, Greg. I'm going to finish this and then go right to yours. So this,
Frosty Winnipeg said it's in the Microsoft Store.
it's in the Microsoft Store for that app he was referring to. Okay. And then this one, Windows Spotlight not working. Oh, no, fix number 1 was disable Spotlight, personalization, lock screen. Here's where it's Windows Spotlight. And if you're using the Bing app, then it'll be selected on picture. And you have the Bing thing down in the system tray. But Windows Spotlight, click picture or slideshow. Then go do this, user profile, packages, content delivery manager, local state assets. So this is taking you to a particular folder, I think. I'll just do that. Control C, Windows key R, Control V to paste and see where that takes us. Yeah, that takes us to this folder. And then click Control A to select all the files. So they're selecting all of these files here. And then deleting them. And then reset Windows Spotlight settings. Well, I guess that what they're saying there is go back here and select Windows Spotlight. So that's going to essentially refresh all those files. Then Windows R again and use this path. Control C, Windows key R, Control V paste, enter to see where that takes us. Takes us to this place, Windows Content Delivery, Settings. There's a lock file and there's a DAT file. Right click the DAT file, rename it to dat.bat. Right click roaming.lock, rename it to lock.bat, which basically is similar to deleting them, but still leaves them there in case you need to revert back to them. Restart your computer, enable Windows 10 Spotlight feature again. Windows key I to open settings, personalization, lock screen. That should work the same on Windows 11. So here's Windows key I. Then we want, oh, it is different. It is different in Windows 11. Settings, click personalization, lock screen. How do you get there from here? Personalization. Look, I almost typed it. I was going to be so happy. Personalization. Lock screen settings. They want to, didn't they say lock screen settings? Yeah, lock screen. So here we can get straight to lock screen settings. Personalize your lock screen. They want to make the change there. If Spotlight works well, check if Spotlight works well now on your Windows 10 computer. Forget about spelling. I can't even talk without a typo in my speech. All right, good enough there. Now let's get over to somebody at a, let's see, Control C here. Control C. See, I said I can pronounce that as Control C. It's exclamation mark C. SpeakerBot C. Exclamation mark C or SpeakerBot C. SpeakerBot C seems easier to say. I made the mistake of using a purge value of 650 gigabyte size of total backup. You mean space. Space on drive got below that. After C was imaged, my oldest backup was deleted when D partition was being backed up. Oh, I get it. Yeah, that's pretty large. 650 gigabytes. If you had a 2 terabyte backup drive, that might be okay. So let's see. I think what you're saying is, oh, here it is. Macrium. And let's go. Whoops, no. Let's go to the definition file because that's where you would want to make that change. Next. And then down here. If you don't want to make that change on the defaults because your specific definition is going to take priority. So you had a 650 gigabyte. If you don't have that much free space, purge the oldest backup set if less than 200 gigabytes on the target volume. So when it went to do his space, when after C drive was image, my oldest backup when D partition was being backed up. So when D partition was being backed up, before that backup, there wasn't 650 gigabytes. So it deleted the oldest backup, which was the current backup, which was the most recent backup of his C drive. Ouch. Yeah. There are a lot of nuances, a lot of gotchas that can happen in any backup software program. It's not just Macrium Reflect. If you're operating on the margins, on the borders, in any way whatsoever, you can have some troubles. I currently have a problem on Baby Beast with Macrium Reflect that I'm holding off for a issue in my issues list for tomorrow because I don't have to have that fixed right away. It is causing my current daily backup to fail on Baby Beast. However, I'm not worried about that because the only data that changes on Baby Beast is data that's stored in my OneDrive folders. They're backed up on OneDrive, so I'm not worried about it, but it is a good example of how settings in a backup software can bite you. And if you're not paying attention, if you're not checking on your backups once in a while, or if you don't have email notices sent, you can easily think that your backups are working fine. And then when you need them, find out they are not. Ouch. Okay, I am over time already. If there's anything if there's any questions that I've missed, please use SpeakerBot to direct me to it. Otherwise, I'm going to scan through here a little bit and then end the show. Dynamic theme gives you Bing or Spotlight wallpaper of the day. For Windows wallpaper or lock screen, even separately, as well as encrust the photo
Read chat,
location
please.
on the wallpaper if you need to know. Yeah, I think Spotlight gives you that that icon in the upper right to give you more information about it. What is Bing wallpaper? If I come down here to Bing wallpaper, it's this is the image that's currently on my desktop in my lock screen. If I click on it, it gives me more information about the picture, about the image. So if I show you my monitor number 3, you can see that yes, indeed, that is the image in the background. And I like this. Now the spotlight will give you that up in the upper right corner of the screen to click on to get more information, but I think this gives me more information. Now, how do you get Bing? I think that was through the Microsoft Edge browser. It seems to me that it's the Bing wallpaper. I thought it was on here, but maybe it was Bing wallpaper. Explore the world, download Explore the World instructions, Bing wallpaper. It was around here somewhere. Steps to finish install. Yeah, do you want to open the BWA launcher application? I think this was it, where I got it from. I'm not totally certain. I think it's installed as an app or as a program. Well, maybe as an app. So is there anything here for Bing? Yeah, Bing wallpaper. It's actually installed as a program. Now, I did that YouTube app. Did the YouTube app show up here? Not here as a program. How about if I go into all apps and then click on the A to get an alphabetical list, then click on the Y. Oop, nope, there's nothing there for Y. So it doesn't look like it's listed as a YouTube app. Did it show up on, let's see, if I click the Windows button and then type YouTube, video sharing platform. Does this bring that up? No, this just gets me to there. Where do I get to that YouTube app that I just installed? Here. To open this link, choose an app. I don't get that offering on other things. I only get that offering here. So if I click on that, oh, it gives me a YouTube app. So opens in the YouTube app. There's probably some other functionality available here. It may be not available elsewhere, but it doesn't look to be a separate app. Is this, let's see, if I come down here on the taskbar, if I right click on YouTube here and then properties, let's see, where is that? It's in a folder, Google Chrome application. So it's installed as an application in the Chrome folder. I don't know if this is a brand new thing or not. Today's the first time I've noticed it. Is it on my desktop as a icon? Let's see, I finished talking about that. I know Windows key D minimizes everything, but I don't want it to minimize my OBS that's on my second monitor. So how do I find if the YouTube app is here? Click on any icon, then press the letter Y. There it is. It is installed here as an app. Now if I double click on that, opens it as an app without opening any browser. That's curious. Now, did that show up on Baby Beast? Since I have both of these signed in with my Microsoft account. Click on any icon, then the letter Y. Nope, it's not there. Well, it's not installed on this computer. Now, still, I've been recording with whatever that tool was called. I don't remember. I don't care about that name. It was called something. But anyway, I'm screen recording that within Windows to see how many commercials I get there. Okay. Yeah, I know. I said I was overtime. I wasn't promising to end the show, but I got an alarm about to ring on my phone. So I got to get out of here. Famous last words. There it is. There it is. YouTube as an app, no need for a browser or ad blocker. Well, I think that if you're using an ad blocker for the purpose of blocking YouTube ads, I think you're still going to get the ads. Because, yeah, you think YouTube, I bet the ad blocker is not going to work in the YouTube app at all. How much you want to bet on that? But you won't have YouTube harassing you about your ad blocker if you use the YouTube app. But you're going to get all the ads. All right, get out here, Doug. Go. Get your own self out of here. Think about the button. That one. You can watch this video to see how to get free support through this YouTube channel. You can watch this video to see how to get support from me directly. And that's paid support. And this video to see how to use this channel to turbocharge your troubleshooting experience. And this is a recent video on my channel. Have a great day, everybody. Catch you later. Goodbye.